Hello everybody, welcome to a new video of JMSpeedshop. Today we have a very nice C63 AMG performance package. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you around the car, do a full review of this one and tell you all the details also about the P30 package and also about the P31 that came after it. So this particular car is from 2009. So it was the first year the P30 performance package was available. So very nice grey car. I think this is the most popular C-Class that is for sale now. Also on the second-hand market, because it's just a little powerful car. So hope you're going to like it just as much as I do. So 2009 car. So the performance package came in 2009 and 2010. After 2010 the development package came. So the performance package was called performance package, but it was not engine performance. It was, you got bigger brakes, and you could also got a limited slip differential in the back. You got a different AMG steering wheel. So it was a alcantara steering wheel. So we also got AMG suspension. So it should stiffen up the suspension. Some people say it's like a go-kart after this. So, and also you got what you got is normally the speed limiter for this car was limited to 155 miles an hour or 248 kilometers or 250, and it was raised to 174 miles per hour. So that's 278 or 280 kilometers an hour. So that was what this car has different. What on this car is different than on the normal version. So if you got a P31 that was from after 2010, there was a different in the performance. You got also the 30 horsepower extra. That was really a performance extra, so it got to 487 horsepower. It's the same as the C63 that we drove last time. So 0 to 100 should be possible 0.1 second faster. So that was 4.3 for the development package. This package was this car should do it in 4.4. It's also not bad. So let's show you the interior. So this one also AMG trimming, of course. So you got full electrical seats, electrical windows, of course, electrical mirrors, folding mirrors. So here for button for the boot, I will show you later. Very comfy leather seats, fully adjustable. So you also got very big side wings to keep you in. It really grabs you. Digital dash inside, also with information. Also you got the information screen in here. You can have navigation, radio, air conditioning, everything on it. This particular car has a 722/9 transmission. So this is not a multi-clutch one that came also in 2009, but this one was before that one was introduced. So this one has also the driving settings, but I'll show you that later. So very nice leather interior, very clean car, of course. Also in the back the room in here is big enough, I think, but you know that if you buy a car like a C-Class, otherwise you buy an E or an S, of course. So it's just a small car. Armrest in the middle, of course. Very nice, very good leather seats. Also electrical windows in here. So you can open the boot on the key just by hand on the back or with this button. So boot space should be around between 450 and 500 liters. I think about 450. I know that for sure. So I think this one has never been used. It looks just very clean, but also it's very nice in this C-Class. You don't have that in the older models. Is you can fold down the rear seat. You got these handles for it on both sides. You can fold down the seat in here. So that's a very good thing about these C-Classes. You also got a spare wheel in here and the batteries in the back, jack up. So it's pretty good. Nice trimming, really nice. I really think it's really nice. This little wing looks very good. Double exhaust, also with flaps in it. When you start it, they are open and close up again, and when you different selections and performance, they will open. So it gives a very nice sound. So let's show you under the hood. So, very nice big V8, M156 engine. So that's a double overhead camshaft V8, 6.2 liter or 6208 cc's. In this car it produces 457 horsepower at 6,800 RPMs and 600 Newton meters of torque. So that's very nice numbers. So this engine came also in the E-class, in the S-class, CL-class, R-class, so almost in all the model ranges from Mercedes these engines have been put in. It's a normal aspirated engine, so yeah, sounds really nice. As you can see here, this guy put this engine together. Yeah. So let's have a test drive in this W204 C63. Really nice sound. So backup camera, it's also very nice. So you can see where you're going. The sound is just very attractive. It really attracts me. So I thought there were no flaps in it, but Jorge, the shop manager, told me there are some flaps in it. So when you start up the car, there's some vacuum, so they are open. So when the car is started up, the flaps will close after it. So later on, depends on speed and RPM range, those flaps will open. So then you get a very nice sound. Personally, with my car, I would make a manual system on it, so you can open it all the time or close it all the time or that sort of stuff. So because I can imagine that it's too loud. Some people really like it too loud, but if you're driving long autobahn trips, it's not my thing to have that. So you got also very nice headset display for navigation and that sort of stuff. This car's also got parking sensors. You got a very nice sunroof in here. So it's a full car. So these particular models, like I said, were built between 2008 and 2014. So in 2011 there was also an Estate and a Coupe on the market. That particular model was built 1 year longer, so it was between until 2015. So this particular engines, they deliver between 457 horsepower and 525 horsepower from factory, depends on which model. Also, the last time I drove the C63, that comes from factory with 80 horsepower or more, with 487 horsepower. These engines are all the same. I checked the internals and that sort of stuff, but I could not really find any information about different engine internals. So the engines are all the same. So it all depends on, yeah, maybe there are different in exhaust lengths and that sort of stuff, but I think it's all remap. So it's all engine remap that gives them a different power level. So this particular model is 600 Newton meters from factory. There was one performance model that delivers more. That was 660 Newton meters of torque. So from off 2000 RPM you already have 400 Newton meters. So that's also very nice, low range. You've got a lot of torque. So it's a high revving engine. It revs to 7300 RPM. So we will check that when the engine is warm. So, but yeah, it sounds really good. Have a look. Oh, it was in sport mode, that's why it was a little bit touchy to the grass. So right now I'm in comfort mode. I got 3 settings. So this transmission is the 7-speed transmission. It came in 2005 on the market. It was the first time delivered in the SLK 55, if I'm wrong, or if I'm right. So in 2000, and when this car came on the market in 2008, it got this transmission, 722/9 7-speed. So it's a sequential automatic transmission. So the nice thing about this transmission is that it can lock up the gears, lock up all the gears. So in every gear you can, the transmission can lock up the gear, so you don't have slip through the torque converter. So it gives you better acceleration and better response and that sort of stuff. So it will feel like it's driving like a manual transmission. So this is not a multi-clutch transmission. It came also in 2009, but this model was still with the normal model. Then you have in the center console also drive select. You can have more selection, also launch control or race start. You can also do that. But last car that I drove with this transmission was the CLS 55. I just really like it. I think it's really good because you don't. This car is also 7-8 years old already. So yeah, for that time, this was a really good transmission. So yeah, the P30 package. This car has it. I can feel it. It has a stiff suspension setting, so that's standard. I asked Jorge if he had. I think last year he also had a C63 that was not a performance pack, but he does not driven this one yet. So I will ask him about his opinion about this suspension setting and the other one, because on the web a lot of people say it drives like a go-kart. Yeah, I can feel why they say that. It is stiff. It's a stiff setting. The sound is really nice. So let's a little bit of throttle pressure. Also, it's nice about the transmission. If you're driving just in automatic mode, you can still shift in between, just in manual, and then it will just pick up automatic mode again if you're not shifting. So that's really nice, and it's pretty quick, I think. So this particular car weighs 1655 kilos. I think that is, yeah, it's heavy for a car of its size, I think, but that's because there are just also a lot of options. So it's a lot of luxury you get. But you have 600 Newton meters, you got a lot of torque to handle that. So let's go to sport mode. It feels pretty good. Acceleration is really nice. So acceleration should be done in 4.4 seconds. If you got a before of the development package, so you got 30 horsepower more, it should do it in 4.3 seconds, so it's a little bit faster. And the most special model that is built in this range was in 2013 and 2014. There was available 507 edition, so it got 507 horsepower and 610 Newton meters, standard from this edition. And that particular car did 4.2 seconds from 0 to 100. So if you remap this particular model, you go to a maximum of 530 horsepower and 630 Newton meters. It's around the same level as L63, CL63 and the S63 is delivered. And then the performance should be more, so you should go to 4.1 or 4 seconds from 0 to 100. And that is, I think, for just a normal car with a back seat and a big trunk, because this trunk is not small, I think that's really nice. Also, you also got a limited slip differential. The suspension setting, I think it's really nice. So, I think we should do an acceleration test in this one. I think it would be no problem to get this car 0 to 100 in the right setting. So one thing I want to mention, this car only has a 66 liter fuel tank. I think that is small if you have a 6.2 liter engine. So I think you can see that your fuel gauge is dropping. But yeah, that's the other side of the fun, I think. So let's see what C can do. So as you can see, there are several selection modes. I got it's now in S. You can see that there. It's over there. If I push the button, it goes to manual. You can shift with the levers. You can also always do that, but from Sport and Comfort, you can just go back by shifting up to just normal drive mode, automatic mode. So you got Comfort, that's your normal driving mode. Then you got Sport, you got manual. So I put it back in Sport for the acceleration test. So it should do 0 to 100 in 4.4 seconds. I don't really think that should be a big problem for this particular car. So it's just an automatic mode, sport mode. AC is off, and that's it. So let's see what she can do. So about 7300 RPM, so over 100 already. That sound is really, really nice in the back. Very nice. Brakes are also really, really good. Very nice. Performance is just awesome. So now I can just put them back to, you can see I'm now in 6th gear, comfort mode, start shifting like normal. Hope you liked this video about this C63 performance package 2009. I really enjoyed it. I really like these kind of cars. Small car with a big engine. Really, really nice. It really attracts you with this noise and the performance. And also, yeah, it's a shame that I didn't drive a normal one, but I can feel the suspension is stiff. But I don't think it's too stiff, not too stiff for me. So I think it's a really nice option. If you throw it in the corner, it's just perfectly there. You can really put it where you want it. So that's a really good thing. The limited slip differential, yeah, you got a grip everywhere. So I didn't lose grip, only with the acceleration test in 1st gear. But yeah, that's pretty normal, I think, with that much torque on the rear axle. So, but it gives you a really early full grip on both wheels, so that's pretty good. So yeah, brakes is also very, very good. It brakes pretty good. So you can also, with the performance package, bigger brake setting. So what I forgot to say is this particular model is for sale at passioncar.de. Have a look on the website, there's a link below the video. Also a lot of information is below there. Have a look on the website because they have a very big range of Mercedes for sale. They're specialized in R29s, the SL model from the 90s. Also very nice, they got also AMG models from that one, V12s and 500s. So have a look there. Also have a look on my page. And in the right corner for you there's a button you can subscribe to my page. And see very nice more videos about this particular car. So I hope you liked it, and hope to see you next time. And don't forget to subscribe, of course. Bye bye.